Welcome everybody, I'm Joshino, and let's talk about the new map in Overwatch. So, a lot of my fans ask me to cover Overwatch and Paladins, and a lot of people say I like both games, so I thought, hey, maybe once in a while we can throw in some Overwatch content in there, and especially as the new update has just released for Overwatch, we can take a quick look at that. Another thing that drew me in was a golden loot box from Twitch Prime, and baby, I got the soldier skin I really wanted, so that's fab. The new map is an assault map called Horizon Lunar Colony. The description is, built as a first step towards humanity's renewed exploration of space, the Horizon Lunar Colony's goal was to examine the effects of prolonged extraterrestrial habitation on human and ape alike. The scientists' research proved incredibly promising until suddenly all contact and communications with the base were lost. Ooh, spooky. So if you didn't know, I'm really into some hard sci-fi. I'm quite a nerd when it comes to that sort of stuff. And this map has something different in that there's like a flank route when you're on the attacking side going to the right, which is basically just out in space. The one thing that you have to wonder about is how people survive out there without any breathing apparatus. What's interesting is there's low gravity, so you jump into the air and are up there for quite a while. I've had only little bits of combat out there, most of it's just been flanking around there, coming onto the point room. I do really like the approach to this map and the look of it because it is so hard sci-fi. There's things like all-terrain vehicles parked up inside, there's like an observatory viewing deck to see outside and you sort of fight in that area as well, loads of like little viewing screens and crew terminal type things, and the self-opening doors out into space are pretty damn epic, the airlocks themselves. It still has a lot of the visual elements and assets used in a lot of the other Overwatch maps, but everything tied together is pretty damn cool, and especially when you're outside in the 0G, there's loads of floating around objects and loads of physics bits. That's awesome. The point itself is kind of weird. There's a dip behind it where people usually congregate as enemies using it as cover because there's a slope. But at the same time, you can also shoot through straight into the point room because there's a massive like bit that's been bored out of the screen in front of the point room. I don't know how I feel about that. That's the first point on the assault. And then the second point is really close to the enemy spawn. There's sort of 3 directions you can approach from and quite a few different routes to attack it. It's been quite fun, but in some ways I kind of wish they'd incorporated the low gravity stuff and the more outdoorsy stuff into more of the map, but I mean, it's a cool theme and I've enjoyed playing it as a map. Some interesting changes that they've made. So they've actually brought lifesteal into this game. So Reaper now no longer has the health orbs when you got kills in the shadow mode, but now you get 20% of all damage done to heroes as health back. Basically it's a life rip or a life leech or something like that. It does definitely make him a little bit more tanky when you're fighting enemies, especially when you're taking on a tank, and if you get up close into some tank's face and you're doing headshots, you're going to be getting a lot of HP back and can sort of go toe to toe. It's quite an odd feeling actually. But it's only 20%, it's not massive, and sometimes you can feel like you're king of the world, you're getting loads of lifesteal, but it's not as much as you'd think. The next one was Road Hog, having his hitbox reduced by 20%, the size of it at least. Apparently he was a little big-headed. The next thing is that his scrap gun, his main weapon, the damage decreased by 33%, but rate of fire increased by 30%, and clip size increased from 4 to 5. In terms of DPS, there's not much change there because obviously you've got to take the reload into consideration, you got to take the fire rate into consideration compared to the damage. What it has taken away is that hook and insta-kill, which was so annoying to go against. And one of the things that I really didn't like about Overwatch was this Road Hog drag-in one-hit kill. The thing now I wonder is whether that was sort of pivotal to how Road Hog was and whether or not it's too much without having something else added onto it. I mean, the head hitbox, I guess, is nice, but maybe there's something else needed to be there as well. Finally, MCcree's Deadeye targets are now locked after 0.2 seconds instead of 0.8 seconds, a buff, and damage accumulated over the 1 second increased from 20 to 80. So basically buffing his ultimate. I got off a few times, got a few kills with it, but to be honest, I'd say that MCcree's ultimate is one of the most annoying, so putting more emphasis on that, I don't know. Anyway, the new map's pretty damn cool. What does everybody else think? Has anyone else been playing Overwatch recently? Actually going from Paladins at every start of the match. I've been trying to put in VVGL and VVGF, which is the Paladins good luck and have fun. And it's like, oh right, no, this isn't right. you have to go back into the emote menu. But I mean, it's been a bit refreshing. I always like to take a break with Overwatch as it's just something a little bit different. Anyway, be sure to let me know in the comment section below what you think, and what you think about maybe having one video every week or 2 weeks or whenever an update comes out, which, you know, in a month or so. Because as always, I do play a lot of games. I've been playing a lot of PUBG as well, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. So there's that, which I haven't made any content on, but I guess it's just seeing what people want. And I'm probably going to do another Paladins Overwatch sort of thing, and put an end to all the drama and whatnot on a very positive note for both sides. So that's something else I'm thinking about. So anyway, just let me know in the comment section below your thoughts. Subscribe for more of my content if you did enjoy it, like or dislike as you see fit, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching, Joshino.